not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings, my Goblin Nation! Welcome to a review! Oh yes, you read the title correctly, if you even read the title. But either way, it's the Goblin movie, not my movie, you know. My movie would be much better than this. I mean, come on. This movie was, I think, a little bit low budget. Of course, your first movie is not gonna be bad. This is more movie like, see what I can do. This is what I can do. Now give me the budget to do this, but much better kind of thing. Even though I think the plot of the movie is a bit kind of thing. We have an abusive boyfriend. At first he seems like fine. Like, oh god, great boyfriend. But there is also this dog that got eaten by a goblin. Is it just me? Or am I the one that's like, how can you never heard about a goblin? I mean, it's in fairy tales everywhere! Everywhere! From childhood to grown adulthood. How can you not know what a goblin is? It's a freaking out from hell, a demon, a creature from the night. It's kind of thing. There is so kind of, but somehow no. So this goblin starts eating dogs. Oh, he is hungry, a dog. And this yeah, kind of thing. They just moved in this house while the whole street is a little bit go nuts. But then there is this one guy that's even crazier, and it's like, this smoke has been in my family for centuries, since the very beginning. And there is this goblin that made chaos, and I was like, oh, is that how the boyfriend got more into insanity, more abusive kind of thing, that he is actually a very fine dude, but that kind of thing is but it also feels like maybe. But then again, I didn't watch the more. I watched the whole movie, you know. But there are some parts that I'm like, yeah, kind of boring. Alright, that's the stuff, kind of thing. Kind of thing. I don't think I skipped about that kind of thing. I'm not sure, you know. I'm just saying, I'm a goblin, and that kind of thing. So this goblin, I love the first time you see the goblin is when the girl goes through the window, and then there's this claw kind of hand, so very thin, freaking hand of a goblin, a nail, and I'm like, now that's cool. But what my imagination is, I mean, we got this fat ass goblin, but I wanted to have this like thin kind of thing, very like a skeleton kind of goblin with a goblin face, kind of thing, but it's like Smeagol, you know, that's what a goblin, like Smeagol from Lord of the Ring, but a goblin with the skin, with a skin of not a green skin, but this goblin, I know most kind of times it's green, but green instead of green skin, like human kind of skin kind of thing. You would have done so much with that, but in this one, yeah, it's just simple plot, goblin kind of thing. Goblin starts eating kind of thing, starts eating people, scaring the living hell out of her. She starts getting insane because nobody believes her. It's like, nobody believes her. Then there is the guy that's even crazier, who wants to burn this house down. It's like, no, my husband's gonna kill you. It's like, he cannot kill you? I mean, he can, he's literally gonna burn your house down. So the kind of thing, so yeah, you have a husband that apparently gets abusive, and then you get this crazy guy that thinks he does the right things. Like, your house is the only way to kind of thing, is to burn it away. I'm like, no? Just no? So that guy, I think he also gets a tragic ending, but I don't know if it's about a goblin or just the ending, but I think he survived the whole movie. I'm not sure. I just didn't pay attention at the ending. Anyway, so there is a goblin, and the goblin starts eating first the stepson. It's like literally her stepson gets eaten. Hung. I'm more like, holy macaroni! That guy literally got eaten alive. Alive, the stepson. I'm like, wow, he was the asshole I thought kind of most of the time. I mean, Steva, I don't want to kind of bond, don't want to do anything. So yeah. And he has a son, she has a son, that's like the son has seen the goblin, and because it's a child, it's not. And children are always one side of the other, or they're fucking scared as hell about them, and always go to the mothers and like, oh my god, mommy, that is a scary. No, monsters don't exist. That kind of thing. Or well, they're trying to go friendly to monsters. And it's always the fucking two things that always seem to happen in horror movies. Either the child goes friendly with it, or is scared out of his mind, and nobody believes it because it's a child. This time, she is the one that also sees it, and she is the kind of scared. But then the kind of thing, the goblin kind of thing, the goblin seems like first friendly, and the scariest thing is the husband. But also, the husband gets eventually eaten alive by the goblin. As the goblin is like, apparently just eats, and that's what I'm like, really? We're gonna do that? We're gonna make him just eat everything, kind of thing. I would have rather if they just spread chaos, or kind of thing, or terrorize kind of thing. And then the goblin was actually the first front of kind of thing of the. Then it's like you have the goblin, and after the goblin there are demons, and after the demons like building their way up. I feel like goblin can be so much cooler than this because at the ending. Months later, after the abusive kind of thing, she is like, okay, we're keeping it. Apparently we're keeping it. It shits on the lawn. It's a fucking bat right now. And also, yeah, it killed the abusive dad and the abusive and the asshole of a teenage son. But you know, it's a freaking goblin. You know, we have to let the goblin do his work, you know, and we keep it in a pet because, of course, we do. And I'm like, seriously, sadly. Well, you know, you cannot destroy it. So pet let it be a pet. Like, what the hell have I just watched? So it did it. It was not bad, you know. I've seen worse movies than this one, kind of thing. And yeah, I think it's more entertaining than some CW TV show. So I'm like, you know, it's not bad, but it's also not good. It's good for a half hour. I think a movie of 20 minutes, 50 minutes would be cool. Or like having everything crammed into it. I feel like the plot of Goblin eating just everything is too simple. And the history of, Goblin was in history. It's like, of course it was. And it's kind of chaos and kind of thing. I feel like you could have dived deeper in the lore of a goblin. You could have made yourself a kind of a goblin kind of thing. Where did he come from? How did he get this kind of thing? How is he around there? Why is he around there? We don't see a reason. Also, he's not sent back to hell or anything. He ends up being a pet. So that's anticlimactic ending, if I ever seen one. You know, just saying. Not the best ending. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm a guy with a hat on, a goblin with a hat, twisted as I can be. And my shirt that I made myself, because this one shirt my sleeves, I did the sleeves off because reason. Then you know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and maybe somebody is gonna like this that doesn't like me, kind of thing. My favorite is shown. If you like this movie, great for you! It's called kind of thing. But I don't think this is the Goblin movie I wanted. This is not a Goblin movie. I'm like, yes, this brings honor to the Goblin nation. It's like, nah, that doesn't do it. This doesn't do it. It's also simple. No, it's 2020 movie, so no. Not everybody's gonna have watched this movie ever. I didn't even know it existed till I came across it. I'm like, what's that? Goblin? Well, I am a twisted goblin. How can I not want to watch this? You know, I need to, as a goblin, I need to give it a try. So I did. And no, it's like, I'm gonna give it a 7. I feel like it's more than 3, but it's when a goblin, and as a goblin myself, a twisted one in that! I know I don't look like much, but, you know, trust me, I'm a goblin from hell. For your reviewing. Anyway, so yes, I give it a, let's give it a 6.7. Yeah, let's go there, you know, let's have the 7, because 7 is my lucky number. So we gonna have a 7 with it, 6, 7 kind of thing. You know, I think it's worth a 6, but we're gonna give it a 7 because it's about a goblin. Nice try, nice, really nice try with a goblin. But eating everything and maybe and maybe some lore kind of thing of history. There's maybe goblins eat kind of thing. There could be that, but there is also a kind of thing could be not, and I feel like you could have done better. But that's, you know, my opinion and how I see, how I want a Goblin movie. I have like an idea of what I want to see. If I want a Goblin movie, I have this idea in mind. I don't have the money to do it. I don't even know how to start something like that. And my like kind of thing. There's like lots of reasons why I don't do it. Mostly because just because I love my design of movie doesn't mean everybody's gonna, you know, how I want to see a movie. It could be like oh yes, this is a masterpiece, and then it looks like this movie that is the best you could do kind of thing. Because sometimes in your mind you're like, oh, this is gonna be even let's go a little closer to my home kind of thing. I think sometimes, you know, I'm kind of trying to sing and. I'm like, hey, that was not bad. But then you listen to yourself recording kind of thing. You hear yourself, and then it's like, I barely sung. It was like, na na na, I hate that, na kind of thing. It's always like, I could have sworn I sung the whole lyrics very good, very nice. I mean, I'm false as hell, but I think I at least sung them as well as I could. It's like, no, I didn't even sing that. What the hell is my mind playing with me? It's playing tricks on me. Sometimes those kind of things. So the tricks, that kind of thing. You have this movie in hand, but you cannot do this movie in here because you don't have the budget to make this great movie. Sometimes the budget can be the hand, or not able to know how your vision, how you can do your vision like to its ultimate. Like you have this vision, oh, you want this great movie, you want this cool, awesome movie, this horror kind of movie, but it's hard to do sometimes. Hard to try to make this movie as you want it. Sometimes it's like this is movie and best you could do is this kind of thing. You're like, it's not what I wanted in 100%, but it's the best you're gonna get, you know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this review about the Goblin from the Twisted Goblin, and I thank you, my Goblin Nation. Lots of Goblin in this video. Also, thank you. And goodbye and good night. Hope you enjoyed this little review of this little movie, and I hope to see you a little bit later for other reviews. You know, a little bit later, like 24 hours, but you know, you get the point, right? Anyway, goodbye, good night, and see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.